What's up, everybody? Hope y'all are doing well. Today we have on the desk a nice box of a ScaleTrains ES44, or rather just a box top. So just like a chef serving a beautiful dish at a restaurant, we're about to serve you a pair of beautiful locomotives. So we proudly reveal the ScaleTrains Norfolk Southern Heritage ES44ACs, and in particular in this run I've ordered the Norfolk and Western 8103 and the Lehigh Valley 8104. And when I say these models are baddies, they are baddies. These look absolutely gorgeous. Love the very high-end level of detail on both units. These live up to the standard that ScaleTrains has established with the Rivet Counter line. And just like every other GEVO run, they have delivered beautifully with this release. So the Norfolk and Western and Lehigh Valley railroads had several things in common. Of course, one of them being that they were absorbed into Norfolk Southern through a series of mergers over the years. The other, they were both major coal haulers, Norfolk and Western from the Appalachian fields in Virginia, West Virginia, and Lehigh Valley was anthracite coal out of Pennsylvania. Norfolk and Western served between Ohio and Norfolk, Virginia, and then the Lehigh Valley served mostly New York and into New Jersey. And another thing they had in common is that in my recent travels to Virginia, I have seen both of these units leading Norfolk Southern trains on the NNW main between Norfolk and Petersburg. So once ScaleTrains announced this run, I had to get both of these locomotives. And when Norfolk Southern took these on for the Heritage program in 2012, they were faithful renditions of some of the more recent locomotive paint schemes, especially from my digging on Google Images. I can see that it was more the first, second generation diesels that had the blue and red schemes respectively. As usual, ScaleTrains delivers with exacting detail for its Rivet Counter line and has the correct ditch light mounts, correct headlight mounts, correct number board placement, and correct cab style for this particular version of the ES44AC. One of the new features that you will see in these GEVOs is that ScaleTrains also took the time to paint the trucks brown, which is a really neat feature. Started with the AC44s, but especially since these have been in service for about a decade and they have PTC on, it makes perfect sense that we would start to show signs of some slight age to the locomotives. And the real unique feature that ScaleTrains delivers on is the rear ditch lights, which beautifully function just like the front ditch lights, so they're perfectly programmed to operate on call when you're honking for a grade crossing. So I will show some of that footage in a moment. Now, since these are neighboring road numbers, I don't expect any unit specific differences other than the obvious paint scheme difference with the 8104, but here's a nice little close-up of the Lehigh Valley Heritage unit, which came out looking absolutely sleek. I don't want to scratch this table, so I'll try to lift it here while turning it around. And as you can see, the features are there. High-ad trucks on the bottom. That's been an NS standard. They don't do steerable trucks. And yeah, it's just your GEVO juice, but a nice flavor of GEVO juice. So enough yapping. I will show the NNW unit on the layout for Commerce Park and follow that with some footage from the Echoes display at Pinecrest Gardens, where these units had their extensive break-in period. So as usual with ScaleTrains units, especially of late, they come with ESU LokeSound V5 decoders, a power pack included in the unit, so that if you run over dirty track or onto a dead section for a few seconds, the engine will stay on. LED lights, front and back. Ground lights and a side walkway light, as well as front and back walkway lights are on the unit. So you really get your LED bang for the buck here. So I did a couple CV programming already to this locomotive. CV 112 and 132, which are the dish light flash rate and duration, have been adjusted to match more the prototype. These have a more recent GEVO sound file as well, so they sound more prototypical than previous models. Whoop, didn't have a couple there. So we'll do the unrealistic coupling of some Florida cars to the Norfolk Southern Heritage Unit on a Florida layout, no less. And these have the scream of the AC traction motors, which you'll only hear if you get it up to speed. So I want to do a very unrealistic acceleration so you can actually hear that howl. And that 5 will give you the DP light.
I just need to figure out if they're gonna be there, because they don't. It's kind of just like if the guy with the key shows up, then he can go in. But it's not like an official.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this little video and the run-by footage taken from my layout and the Echo's layout of these two Norfolk Southern Heritage Units. Now note that I don't usually buy Heritage Units or special schemes. I like to model mundane, boring things. It's just an old habit, and I don't usually see these things very often, but these two were particularly special and I felt that I had to have them at all costs. And they are worth every penny. They are a pretty penny each. Currently pricing for $300, but I would expect the subsequent runs may be a little bit more expensive as inflation and market forces do unfortunately drive higher prices. So get these if you can for $300. I highly recommend it. And that's just my straightforward opinion on these. As usual, ScaleTrains maintains their high level of quality. This is at least the third or fourth run of GEVOs, and each run has gotten progressively better. These sound nice, look great, run great, and will be a great addition for your modern Norfolk Southern layout. They even have PTC on there, so you don't have to do much, just maybe weather it to bring it up to 2023, 2024 standards. Anyhow, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite Norfolk Southern Heritage Unit is and whether you have a model of 1, 2, or all 20 of them. And let's have a nice discussion about these. And if you want to see more HO scale, rail fanning, etc. content, make sure you're subscribed to this channel, and I will be very happy to share more going forward with you soon. From HQ, this is TE out.